Hi, I'm Maureen Moore. This is video role play 3. I'll be playing the social worker, Latrice will be playing the client, and Alicia is filming. The client's name is Barbara Boynton. Hi, Mrs. Boynton, how are you?
Good.
I'm glad to see you again. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little bit better.
Yeah?
Yeah, my hip's been doing a little better.
And are you managing with the wheelchair okay?
Yes.
How are things at home?
They're still a little bit hard, It's difficult for me to move around and, do things regularly in the house.
I notice you have dark circles under your eyes. Are you sleeping well?
No, I'm not really sleeping well. It's hard for me to get to sleep. I just stay up at night.
The doctors reported that you lost some weight. Are you eating well?
Not really. I can't get up and down the stairs like I need to, so it's hard for me to be able to make my own food during the day, and my daughter is not able to make food for me.
Yeah, I understand that both your son-in-law and your daughter work.
Yes.
I see. Also, your daughter reported that you've been having some accidents with making it to the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
How is that going?
It's still, I still have had a few accidents. It's still been very difficult.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, it makes me feel very, depressed and very sad. Not being able to do things on my own like I normally can since my accident. It was very hard, and I've been struggling, I guess, trying to get over my pride of needing other people and, not being self-sufficient.
You don't feel that you're self-sufficient? Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, because I have to rely on, my family to help me right now, and I can't, feed myself. I can't make it to the kitchen and feed myself, and I, need help to get into the restroom and to go to the bathroom, and I feel like I can't do anything by myself right now.
And how long have you felt that way?
Ever since I had my accident, that's how I've been feeling ever since I've been with my hip accident.
You understand you lost your husband a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
He had a heart attack, or
Yes, he did.
very close?
Yes, we were very close. We had a 20-year marriage. So it was very upsetting to lose him. And then, I was living in our house, and then after a few months ago, about 6 months after he passed, I had my accident, and I've been living with my daughter ever since. So it seems like things have just been spiraling out ever since he passed.
Sometimes when we are faced with a situation such as a change in life, a situation, we feel like things are out of control. Are you feeling that way yourself?
Yes, I am.
And what do you do during the day?
Normally I'm, just in my room, and I just sit in there and I wait, until my daughter and her son-in-law come home, and then they can feed me, but like I said, I can't really move around the house to be able to do anything but just be in my room until they come home, and then they assist me to move into other rooms or to, get food and things like that.
When they come home, they're tired,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
so that makes you feel, how does that make you feel?
I feel like a very big burden to them, because they just want to come home and relax, and then they have to keep going and, continue to care for me. So I feel like a big burden to them.
Are you, do you see your grandchildren at all?
Not that often, because my 2 other daughters, they live out of state.
And I understand you have a sister that lives nearby. Does she stop over?
Sometimes when she can, she tries to stop by.
Do you ever call up anybody to tell them you're lonely, or?
Sometimes I'll call my sister and she'll come over. But other than that, no, I will, I'll call my daughters, but, they work as well, so I don't really they don't really have the time to talk to me.
You used to be a very active lady, from what I understand. I understand you crochet, and I understand that you gardened a lot, and I understand that you did a lot of things in your church. Have you been to church since this occurrence?
I go once every Sunday, when my daughter and her husband can take me, but, it's hard for me to get to church like I want to.
I see, I see. Were there any activities in church that you especially enjoyed?
I like to do the volunteer work and, helping with the children with Sunday school and things like that.
Have you thought of modifying some of that, or has that occurred to you?
No.
Nice. I wanted to ask you, because you said to me that you can't make it to the toilet on time. What if we got a bedside commode for you, put it by your bed? Would that help?
Yeah, that would help a lot.
Okay. That would help a lot? All right, let me see what I can do with that. And that might alleviate. You think you could get to the bedside commode easier?
Yeah.
Can you slide from the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah. I have enough strength to slide myself.
Would that make you feel better?
Yeah.
Also, I was wondering, I don't know how your daughter feels about it or you would feel about it, but what if we got somebody to come in and make your meals for breakfast and lunch?
That would be a big help.
Or Meals on Wheels? That would be a big help?
Yeah.
How would that be a big help?
It would help me because, I don't really have people to make my breakfast and lunch. So I'm not able to eat until, dinner time, so.
Do you think that would make you feel less dependent on your daughter?
Yeah, it would. It would help with that.
You said before that your daughter takes very good care of you.
Yes, she does.
Are you close with your daughter?
Yes. I am very close with her.
And how does it feel now that you're living with her?
I feel like we've lost some of the closeness because we're not able to go out and do things like we were able to before. Now it's like, she just is focused on helping me, and it's like we don't actually interact outside of, her trying to help me.
Yeah. I also was wondering if we could do another physician's visit. You said, last time we saw each other, you said your memory was failing you. And you also said that, let me see if I can recall it. You also made a comment that concerned me, and I had asked you to think about that, okay? Well, you said you felt like you were dying. Do you still feel that way?
Yes, I do.
Why do you feel that way? Can you explain that to me? What does it feel like to be dying?
I guess because I just, I don't do anything anymore, and I rely on everyone else, and I can't do for myself, and I just feel like, there's nothing else for me. I'm just relying for everyone else, and I can't do for myself. I'm not active anymore,
So you're not feeling active, you're not feeling independent, and therefore you feel you're useless. How long have you felt that way?
Probably ever since, I had my accident and wasn't able to really do for myself anymore.
The accident really changed your life for you? I see. Well, sometimes when things like this happen, have you thought maybe you might be just a little depressed?
I guess that could be it.
Do you think maybe some counseling with depression would help you?
Probably would.
I have another idea. I want to call your church. I don't know how you feel about this. I want to call your church. I want to see what they have in the way of any handicap services. That perhaps maybe they have a van or something that could pick you up in a wheelchair, maybe take you to your Wednesday Bible study. Or, but are you embarrassed about being with other church members in a wheelchair? Is that it?
No.
But you would enjoy seeing your friends and stuff.
Yes.
I know you ladies get together, you have a good time, don't you? You've worked most of your life from what I understand,
Yes.
and now you're not working.
Yeah.
That's a hard reality. It changes things. How does that,
Yeah. It goes back to, me feeling like I'm not really useful. I really don't feel that way anymore.
do you think perhaps maybe it's not, maybe this is a phase of life? Now, if you don't agree, let me know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That you need to develop different strategies.
Could be that.
Maybe this is a time of life for you where to do those quiet things that you never did, like read that book you didn't read or watch that movie. Can you think of anything that you would like to do?
I would still want to do, active things, once I get my hip better. I still want to be active, I'm not ready to be so quiet. I still want to have an active life.
Do you understand this is a rehabilitation process? The doctors seem pretty hopeful that you will gain and that you'll be able to walk again. That this is just a time for you to heal, and that this is temporary. How do you feel about that now? Does that make you feel?
That makes me feel better that I don't have to, live the rest of my life like this.
I see. I think someone coming in and helping you cook your meals, that would help. I'm concerned about the 30 pounds that you've lost. I'm also concerned about your sleeping. That could be related to not eating. I'm not a doctor. And the memory thing could be related to depression, or it could be related to something else. But let's get it checked out.
Okay.
Let's get some blood, we can do blood work on you, and let the doctor do another physical on you. And let's see what's going on. And then we know where to go from there, okay? For right now, this agency is prepared to help you with your meals, if that's, but I want to talk to your daughter too. I want everybody on board, okay? You think your daughter would come in and talk to me?
Yeah, she would.
Her name is Alicia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a pretty name. How many children do you have?
3.
3 children.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get to see your other 3 children at all?
A few times a year, not too often though.
Are you close with your children?
Mm-hmm.
I see. So let's see, you have 3 children. Now, we did a genogram last year, okay? Well, last time, excuse me. And I said you and your husband were married for X number of years, and you had 20 years, you said, and you were very close with each other. And we explored how your relationships with your children. And you said you haven't spoken to your son in 3 months. Is that because there's something going on, or?
He's just been, really busy, and he's been really busy at work and things like that.
I see. So our goal for you right now, okay, is to kind of get you as independent as we possibly can. I'm going to explore some of these issues. I would like you here when I meet with your daughter and possibly your son-in-law. Okay, and we can find out, well, we can let them know what our plans are and see how they feel about it, okay? And any other considerations that they would like to explore, okay? And explain to your daughter that the bedside commode might help. I'm going to try to get that in your home right away. I'm going to see what I can do to expedite that process, okay? Do you have any other concerns that you think I might be able to help you with?
Not that I can think of right now.
I'm going to set up an appointment with the counselor, I'm gonna call your church, I'm gonna get, I'm gonna give your doctor a call, and we'll get you an appointment. That will coincide with your daughter's schedule. And I will also, go work on getting the bedside commode to you. And I want to start, well, let me call your daughter about the, having someone come over and make you meals, or Meals on Wheels. I want to get that started right away. You're a very strong lady, and you're facing a change in life. Sometimes you think that might be scary,
Yeah.
but I think you're strong enough to weather the storm. Do you see that you have any strengths in this regard?
I guess so.
What strengths do you think you have?
I guess to be able to, fight to get back to an active life.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Have you ever thought, sometimes we have the goal, we want to go on this journey, but it's everyday life that slows us down. Do you think if we had somebody cooking for you, you'll eat?
Yeah.
Okay, all righty. Well, it's been very nice meeting you. And I want to schedule an appointment for next week. I also want to meet with you and your daughter on another appointment. And hopefully by next week, they'll have everything in play for you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.